Welcome to a TSA and Hewlett-Packard success story video. Today we'll hear from TSA, HP, and Page Sutherland Page, a national architectural firm with headquarters in Texas.
TSA is one of the largest HP Platinum partners in North America. We've been in business for 27 years, and TSA has is one of 5 partners having 2 cloud centers of excellence in North America. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about a customer of ours called Page Sutherland Page. They've been in business since 1898 here in Texas and expanded to 5 locations throughout the country. We were working with Zoltan Karl, the Vice President at Page Sutherland Page, who's just a great guy to deal with, and he had a lot of challenges on his plate. The first challenge he had was that he had a dated infrastructure that kept him from implementing a lot of new technologies such as voice over IP, and even was inhibiting his Autodesk Revit system. So with that said, we met with Zoltan on several occasions, including a briefing at the HP campus with the HP team, to define what his needs and requirements were. Once we had those requirements, we implemented the technology that Zoltan needed today to get him moving forward.
So HP's goal in this situation was to ensure that the customer was completely satisfied, going from a single gigabit backbone to a 10 gigabit backbone. And what we wanted to do collectively as TSA and HP was to come up with a network that would mitigate their risk and ensure that the client had a great experience in doing business with us.
So with Page Sutherland Page, we needed to work with the TSA team and also the IT team over at Page Sutherland Page. And in order to meet all the challenges, we had to kind of develop an overall plan on what we were going to do regarding design and protocols that we use in the network. Unlike other choices, we went with an open standards approach so that in the future, if Page Sutherland Page needed to add other vendors or anything to the network, that wouldn't be a problem. In the core of the network, we chose the 5900 platform. What that allowed us to do is bring a combination of 1 gig, 10 gig, and 40 gig ports into one solution. And we collapsed the core into our IRS stack, which allowed us to connect both the data center and the downstream switches as well. At the access layer, we went with the 5500HI model, which in the IDF closets allowed us to logically stack these switches and aggregate the ports back to the core. So in essence, each link was actually 10 gig, but combined, we had anywhere from a 20 to 40 gig backbone. So in the event of a failure of a link, there would be no downtime and we would still be 10 gig plus back to the core. Because Page Sutherland Page was so satisfied with our solution, we went with a wireless solution as well, where we used a wireless controller in the data center here in Houston and deployed access points across the US. It worked well for them because that allowed them to have one employee network and one guest network throughout the whole United States.
Getting data to people faster, having an infrastructure that supports the collaboration we require has always been a challenge. File sizes have grown dramatically, and the tools we use to manipulate those files have changed. We rely on an infrastructure that's both dynamic and scalable to allow us to collaborate and really foster the creativity of our employees. We partnered with HP and TSA to upgrade our existing infrastructure to something that would allow us increased performance while maintaining or keeping our complexity and maintenance as low as possible. Everyone at Page is really happy with the solution. HP and TSA came through for us, and we now have a solution that's elegant, meaning it's simple to administer, easy to use, virtually invisible, but makes a huge impact on our organization day to day. We have fewer support calls on file crashes, fewer complaints on file open and save times, and our employees are able to manipulate their data faster, really fostering their creativity, keeping them focused and engaged in their work. Our users have a level of mobility they didn't have before. Our new wireless infrastructure allows them to transfer large files very quickly and easily, and also with the centralized administration, it allows them to travel between our sites and experience the same performance and consistent reliability throughout our organization. The impact of the implementation was immediate. Our users started noticing faster open times, faster file save times, and faster manipulation of the data. As a result, we've estimated our employees have saved at least 1.5 hours per week, and with with each employee taking into consideration, our return on investment for this implementation was right around 9 weeks. The solution architected by HP and TSA was made possible by HPFS. The leasing process was very simple, very straightforward, and we couldn't have asked for a better partner to do that. From the very first day with TSA and HP, we felt very comfortable with the entire process. We weren't just being sold a bill of goods. They were there engaging us, working with us, architecting a solution that's comprehensive and is a good fit for our needs. We're looking for something dynamic and scalable. TSA and HP listened to our needs, worked with us, and really came up with a solution that I think is the best fit for our organization. Their expertise and their staff have been very helpful. Their customer service has been exceptional. You're in good hands with HP and TSA. From day one, they'll work with you to architect a solution that's a perfect fit for your organization. They'll keep the complexity and the administration as low as possible, providing long-term success for any implementation. Here at Page, we'll continue to work with HP and TSA on our future initiatives, including storage, virtualization, and our server infrastructure to really optimize the way we do things and to keep our organization humming along, creating design that makes lives better.